No,
Oh, hold on, 89. That's better.
Yeah,
That's better for me. 89.
Okay. Madonna is 83. Madonna is 83 years old.
Oh, it's
Like a bargain.
No.
Like a bargain.
Yeah, but she's not 83. No, I don't do that.
19.
What are you saying?
Right, yay or nay?
I'm saying no.
I can believe that she looks older than she was.
Yes or no?
So you're both saying no?
No.
You both get a point. What was it? 8, 10 now. Right? 8, 10? 8, 10. No, you got
It's just talking, yeah.
Well, I think there's only 2 questions left.
Can't lose.
Okay, 2 questions left. And the next one is right. Double points if you get this one right. Double points. If you're the only person who gets this right, double points. Okay. Elvis had the mummified dead cum-filled body of silent movie star Buster Keaton.
I'm going to go with 100% false.
You don't reckon he's got a corpse? Forget the cum bit. But you don't think Elvis, when Buster Keaton died, Buster Keaton was a massive fan. First time he saw someone on film, and he went, "Oh man, I gotta have that body, man." And he brought the mummified body.
I mean, it's so outlandish it could be true, but I'm going to go with false.
Right? I want to buy that body, man.
He's already
established
he's going
to buy corpses.
Yeah, Michael Jackson bought the Elephant Man.
To buy corpses.
I bought the Elephant Man.
But
false.
no.
Oh man, I love my Buster Keaton, man. Wow. This is gonna... You both saying false, really?
Yeah.
You really... Are you really want to...
Yeah.
Who wants to win? Because are you really saying false?
Cumfield. How do you know it was Cumfield?
Right.
That's a
throwback.
question.
That's a throwback. That's a throwback gag. But the mummified, maybe the gag was a throwback gag because I found out the simple fact. Okay, forget the cum. Elvis had a room and it was red velvet around the sides. It had a red pool table with red velvet on the pool table. And around it was like, he had a samurai armour, he had a knight armour, he had all different things. He used to buy ashes of other famous people, like W.C. Fields. W.C. Fields, oh, movie time. I'm going to make you a star.
I don't know, I think I would have heard of it.
He loves it. And when Buster Keaton died, Buster Keaton's family were really poor. And they couldn't afford. And they were part of this like religion, Anglo-Saxon, because they were like, I think he was English, Buster Keaton. They're British.
Yeah.
But they lived in the States and he was old, and silent movies ain't been around since the 70s, since the 20s, it's the early 70s. So Elvis was like, yeah, I need that for my room now, and his wife is photographed with it. You can go online and see a photograph. Are you under the supervision?
No, we have to go online, Jim.
No, of course not. Well,
No,
you're both wrong.
definitely.
You're both wrong because he did own Buster Keaton's body.
Hold on, you just told us the story.
But you both said no. You both said no.
He
Oh,
verified
that was
it. He verified it by the article we read.
You said it was a verification. I thought he was given the official.
He was given the official thing he had
No
read.
points. No points.
That was his
So they're still in the
verification.
lead. I think there's only one
It's
question
just the
left.
Cumfield question.
Yeah, the Gunfield bit is.
So the last question.
No, it's not real. It's not real.
Oh, he writes us to the very end.
So the last.
He
last,
writes us
last
to the
question
very
is for 3
end.
points anyway.
We'll see.
That was to the very
So
end.
what's the score?
3
What's the
point
score?
question. 3 point question.
Let's see what the score is.
Still,
There's 2 ahead.
Oh, it's two questions.
10-8.
Sorry.
10-8.
Oh, we've got
10-8.
2.
Right.
10-8.
We've got to rack up as well. So Prince was amazing at basketball.
Alright,
Prince was
I
about
think this
4.5
might be the thing.
4.5 feet.
This might have been a thing.
4.5 feet. Prince was
Define amazing at basketball.
I think this might be a thing.
Tiny. He was tiny.
But
He was like the size of that.
if it was amazing at basketball,
Amazing, like amazing.
well, he would have been a basketball player, wouldn't he? Well,
No,
was
because
it?
he's fucking
It was his
Prince.
passion.
He's Prince. He didn't need to be a basketball player. He's Prince.
Well, it could be true.
I could make lots maybe
For
of
some
Prince.
reason it gives you like
I'm gonna go the
an
opposite.
effect of like.
For the thingy, I'm going to go the opposite of what he says.
What do you reckon, mate?
Because I need the points. I need to win points. I need to win points at the end of the day. So I'm going to go. I've got to go the
Do you
opposite.
remember some kind of fact?
Because you're just going to say the same as me.
I don't
Oh,
always say the
right,
same
right.
as you. We disagreed with loads of things.
Right. We need to.
That's what we've got. That's what we've
These
got.
answers.
I need the opposite. to
See
begin
what's
with
saying what I'm
chance.
saying.
So
I'm
Prince
saying
good
the
So
opposite.
you
basketball.
predicted that I'm going to say yes.
I'm saying the opposite.
I'm going to give you a bigger clue before we make a
Yeah,
decision.
come on.
Very quick clue. You've got to move on. Run out of time. The clue is
Oh,
during
why
many
not?
of his tours, arena tours, on his massive stage and whatnot, he did have a basketball hoop onto the stage sometimes. For like half time, like, or whatever. Or like, and added it into his act. When I say he's good, he could literally run and slam dunk like a guy seven. So what's your answer?
I do remember hearing the story about Buster Billy.
So you're saying yeah, no?
I'm not. I'm saying the opposite of whatever he says.
Right, go
So I
on.
need the point. I need a point.
Oh,
without
I
him
am
getting
saying
the point.
yes.
I'm
I'm
saying
saying
that.
yes.
Yes.
Saying
Yes. Now if you got the point, he is.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Right, now I think so.
Okay.
Money.
Yes, because that for some
Let's
reason
see,
that
so
really
what's the
like,
points?
It's the
it's
five
like
point
11 and
maximum.
8 now, isn't it?
It's three.
Right, here we go.
Hold on,
Three
hold
ahead.
on, hold on.
This is a 3-pointer. Okay, well, how many do you need to win?
4.
4. Alright, 5. 5-pointer.
Five-pointer.
All or nothing.
Five-pointer. All or nothing.
All or
You can't
nothing.
win though, even if you get this one.
Yeah, because it's a 5-point.
It's all or nothing now.
1 point question,
Yeah.
look at that coming.
But you could win. You could win.
I've already
Now you've got to
I've
listen to
already
this very
read it.
carefully. You can win.
Yeah,
Just very
but
carefully.
you
Made
could
my
lose.
mind though.
You
I
could
don't know
lose.
why.
5-point
I
question.
lose this
Okay, here we go.
game.
Here we go.
Yeah, but this is no.
It's
I'm
two.
already
So it's just the
saying.
way it
I'm
is.
already saying.
Rugrats was cancelled on its first run in the 90s in the United States. This is an important fact. The United States. That's an important part of this question. Rugrats was cancelled on its first run in the early 90s due to adult baby fandom that started following the show. Now I'm going to elaborate on this to the point of people, back then there was no internet. It was very early 90s. There was no internet, obviously. People would send in letters. People would camp out at the Nickelodeon studio, and there was like lots of people all over America. It was an American-based thing,
Yeah.
and people would thought because Nickelodeon at the time was running kind of Ren and Stimpy's and all grown-uppy stuff. Rugrats was being the mix, so all these kind of people in their early 20s to like mid-30s.
Yeah.
Who were adult babies thought it were being represented.
I'm feeling it's true, but I need to
That
go
is
I need to go
so
the
in
opposite to
depth.
you. That's the problem.
He's gone so in depth.
I need to go the opposite to you, stand any chance of winning. So,
Right, have a thing.
it feels true. It
Nice.
feels
Nice.
true. You can't name now.
But yeah, be quick.
You can still
No,
think
it's
about
not.
Be
it.
quick. Oh yeah, I'm
I'll
still.
wait till the next one.
Yeah, that's the last
Who is
question.
this?
That's the last question.
I'm professional.
Right.
I'm going through, so you got to go first. Come on, so we get through that.
Any questions on? I've read this article. I've read this article and read up on this. I'm fascinated by
That
Nickelodeon's
is gone so
history.
in depth.
there's
There's so
articles.
many.
Yeah, there's articles.
There's
There's
so
art-
much.
This is
I'm
happening.
saying true.
This is happening. I can tell you what happened afterwards. So when it got cancelled, I can't now pronounce them. The Kalapowskis, the animators and creators of Rugrats, went on and did season 2 to about 5 for animation from The Simpsons. That's when The Simpsons started to look a little bit different and kind of sometimes with the Red Brick animation. They went on, and then after that they went back to Nickelodeon to reboot Rugrats because that very problem went on. It was reported in USA Today in an article, and in the New York Times someone famously wrote when these nappy people rang up the New York Times and wrote up to the New York Times to an agony aunt saying that they were bullied by Nickelodeon, and they were angry and they were blaming it and they was feeling suicidal, etc. etc.
So,
It's deep.
We're
It's
like,
deep.
in the
what are you-
90s,
what are you-
we
where
had
are you
it in the
going?
UK still. This was not the UK, was it?
No, this
We
is the
kept
United
it in the
States.
UK.
Yeah.
United
So
States.
we were like, exempt from this.
We just said it went out of production. because
It went out of production because the press.
So did we have a gap in Rugrats?
No, they seem to-
Yes, there was a gap in Rugrats. So
They did
Rugrats
repeat
had
them a lot,
only
they
had a
did
couple
repeat
of
them a lot.
seasons, not even
They
like
did repeat
2
them a
complete
lot.
seasons. They used to repeat a lot when we were kids.
Yeah.
And then it came back 2 years after, because 2 years after, still in the early 90s. and that's when they brought in Dill and new characters.
Yeah. Rugrats was cancelled on its first 90s run.
I'm being talked into it.
Adult baby fandom.
Being talked into it.
That's the whole point of it. Is it real or is it fake?
I want to say yes, it's a possibility, but again, I want to go.
Nickelodeon were pros.
I want to go opposite what you say, so because that gives me a chance to win.
Nickelodeon are pros. We were very pros about it. They were very, and this is the time when everyone had to be safe because you had video game censorship, film censorships changing, and things were being a bit kind of cleaned up. Well, I need your answer. Yes, man. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere.
No.
Rugrats.
I'm saying no.
No.
I'm saying no, I'm saying yes.
Alright, you sure?
I don't know if I'm sure.
You said no.
I don't know if
Take it
I'm
as
sure,
an
but I'm
answer.
saying no,
It's not
yeah. Don't know if I'm sure, but I'm saying no.
Okay. Well, point to you and get a clear answer now.
Yes.
Like,
So yes or no?
Dylan.
So you said yes.
Yeah.
You said no. Are you sure about that?
I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure. I said
Are you
no.
still there?
Yeah, we are.
It's so shocking because he'd be so shocked by
The
this.
suspense is too long.
Right.
He'd be
No,
shocked by this.
no. Are you sure you want to say no?
I wasn't sure, no. I've always not been sure.
But he said
No,
no.
it's just what I'm leaning
accept
to.
that
a
as
bit.
his final answer.
Yeah, I'm not always
Fine.
sure, but I'm leaning
Fine.
to no.
Nate, you got 5 points.
Hey.
Completely fake.
Absolutely smashed it.
You were talked into this Mandela effect of thinking there was a headline.
There's the end. Well, thanks
No,
for playing.
I said I was trying to play the odds. If I didn't get the opposite answer to you, there was no chance of me winning anyway. It was
You only
pointless.
said yes after I said no.
Well, no, because you could have said no and you could have said
I
yes.
was leaning towards yes. Yeah, but I was waiting for his answer in the end.